First, we gotta prime our face. Pore Refining Toner, Oil Free Moisturizer, Smashbox Primer Water, and gotta base those dry babies with some Baby Lips Doctor Rescue. Okay, so first we're going in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. We're using this to prime our lids for our eyeshadow. We're gonna go on in and just take any synthetic, if you have a concealer brush, it would work best. I just use this to place the product on, and then I will be blending it out with my finger later. You will notice I got extremely primer happy here. You can go ahead and just spread that out with your finger. If you use too much, just spread it out with the brush as far as you can. And then we are going to go ahead and blend it out with our finger. This will go ahead and cover up any discoloration you may have on your lids, any veins. It'll help the eyeshadow blend seamlessly. So this look today is brought to you by the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. We are going to be doing our whole look out of this palette, starting with the cream colored shadow, which is coconut cream. You can use any nude toned, skin toned, whatever shadow to set this, and we're going to generously set it just to make sure there's no sticky parts. Just use a fluffy brush for that. We're going into Mousse, which is clearly my favorite color in this entire palette, and this is going to act as our transition color to help blend out those darker colors. We're going to swirl it in, tap off the excess so eyeshadow doesn't go everywhere, and then we're going to generously blend this into our crease, blending out in circular motions. Now taking a smaller blending brush, we're going to go into the palette and grab the warmer colors. We're going to grab Truffled in Peanut Butter, which is this brown shade, and Orange shade. We're going to mix the two together. And we are going to run that in the crease just a little bit below the Mousse transition shade. So tap that in there. And then we're going to go in and just work that into our crease. You can be a little bit messy with this in terms of getting it on the lid, because we are going in with a darker color on the lid, and it's just going to get covered up. Just try not to bring it too high where you laid that transition color down.
Don't you know about this road I rush? People always want to say you'll be fine, but they don't know the pain of driving through. They don't know about the traffic in my life.
Fabulous. Now we're going to just take that big fluffy blending brush that we started out with, and we're not picking up any product, and we're just going to kind of blend out the edges so there's nothing harsh and nothing scary going on. Now we're taking a flat shader brush and this cool toned brown in the palette. It's called Puddin'. We're going to go ahead and pack that on our lid. Now you can pack as little or as much as you want. For this look, I'm going dark because we want to be able to go out in this and club and look cute and super hot. So we're just going to keep packing this on until it's super dark. And this is the lovely part about this. It's not black, it's not super dark. You can build it up so it's not too much and you're not like a raccoon. Then going in with that smaller blending brush we used previously, and if you'd like to pick up more of the orange and brown shade you can, or you can just go ahead and blend out the crease from the lid so there's no messiness, because sometimes when you lay down a lid color it can get lost. Then we're going in with more mousse. We actually picked up some more color this time, and blending out once again. Taking an angled brush in my Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black, we're going to go ahead and run some gel liner right across that top lash line. We're not doing a wing, we're just doing kind of just a straight line, just so that when we put on our lashes, it's very, very black. And then we're going to rock out, because we love our eye. It looks hot, it looks rad. Then we're taking a flat, fluffy little brush and dipping it in the black color, Licorice. We're just going to run it across the gel liner to set it. Now what you can do is you can blend it out even more and bring it up higher so you can have a black to brown gradient, but I'm keeping mine pretty low. I'm doing the other eye off camera. Voila! It's magic. Now we're taking Scandaleyes by Rimmel and coating our lashes, which I've already done, and NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer to conceal and highlight. So we're going to go ahead and run that underneath our eyes in a triangular shape. We are staying, if you'll notice, away from the direct underneath of the eye, because that's where all of our fine lines and wrinkles are. And the more product you put there, the more it cakes up and creases. So we're going to blend it up in that direction, but we're not going to place it directly on that area. Now you also want to run it a little bit down the sides of your nose. If you don't contour your nose especially, this will make it look a little bit smaller. We're taking a Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which is a cheaper concealer. And if you notice, it is a little bit darker than the other one because we don't want to be extra highlighty and have a super white nose in the center of our face. So we're using the more expensive highlighter to highlight, and the brighter highlight to highlight, I should say, and then we can save ourselves a little bit of money, and we can also look flawless. So we're also using that concealer to clean up the eyeshadow that may have fallen down, and I'm also using it to kind of shape a wing out of the eyeshadow. So I just kind of take it and run it underneath it at an angle just to smooth out that area. I just like it more angled, more of a cat eye effect. It just looks better with my eye shape, but you can do whatever you like. Go ahead and set it. We're using Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I love this because it's not stark white. It's got a beige undertone, if you can see. We're going to tap a little bit into the lid, and we're going to take that same damp beauty blender and dip it into the powder pretty generously. And then we're going to very carefully tap that underneath our eye. You don't want to rub or tug at your eyes because they're very sensitive, and you don't want to get wrinkles, and it's painful too, so don't do that. So you're going to set this powder anywhere where there's concealer. And this is called a cooking method or a baking method. To me, it is the most efficient and beautiful way to set concealer. It stays all day, I kid you not. It is the greatest thing that is happening in makeup right now. It is an extra step. It takes a little longer. But while you wait for it to set, you can do other things and move on to other things if you can. We're just placing that wherever we set concealer. Now you look like a psycho. Great. So we're going to go and move on to bronzer. I'm using MAC's Give Me Sun Bronzer. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous glow. It works good on pretty much every skin tone, and a big fluffy brush. So we're going to use this to contour. If this is just enough for you and you don't want to go like full-on contour, then just bronze your face. I'm going to go in with a contour because we do want to make this nighttime appropriate, so we do want to make it a little bit more chiseled. Just dust this over your forehead, on the sides of your forehead. This makes your forehead look smaller. If you have a small forehead, maybe you want to skip this step, but you just want an all-around glow and you want an even glow. So put this pretty much everywhere you would normally put bronzer. We want to get rid of that double chin. Nobody wants the double chin, girl. Dust that shit underneath there. And then rock out, because your blush brush looks like a microphone. Be fabulous. Do it. So then we're going to contour. We're taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, the original one, in light to medium. We're going to go ahead and grab the center color, which is like this cooler tone color, and the more warm shade, and we're going to mix them together using my MAC 168, which is an angled fluffy brush. If you can't find your contour, take your brush, turn it upside down, place it at the top of your ear, and turn it up. Turn up, turn up. That is where your contour should be. Yep. So go ahead and just work your contour in there in nice circular motions. Not bringing it in too far because we don't want it to be too muddy. And then taking a fan brush and dusting powder all over yourself, dust that powder off your face. I just use this brush because it's just the lightest. It just is really light and it just dusts the powder off super well. You can use a smaller face brush and just dust it off. I'm going in with more bronzer because sometimes when you dust the powder off, it goes down too low. So now I'm taking Anastasia's banana powder from the kit, and I'm dusting that even further over that setting powder because I just like the way it looks. Neutralizes the color. It's not so light. Now I'm taking my M501 in Becca Opal, which is my favorite highlighter ever, and I'm dusting it on top of my cheekbones, the very high points, and on the apples of my cheeks. No highlight. Big highlight. Yeah. the more the better. You want to shine. You want to glimmer. Now we're moving right on to the lower lash line. We're taking just a pencil brush and those 3 transition colors aside from the lid color and just running under our lash line to make it more uniform and more blended, and it matches with the top and it just looks beautiful and you just look hot and sexy. And then you're taking a bare blending brush with nothing on it and blending it out. The blend is your friend. Drink some water because you rocked out way too damn hard. And there's something on my head. Didn't use any white. Don't know where it came from. So I did my eyeliner off camera. I used the 24/7 Urban Decay eyeliner pencil and Perversion. Doing your eyeliner on camera is extremely scary and weird. People are all up in your eye. And we just blended that out. We're using the Wispies in black for our lashes and Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive. It's got a cool wand, easy to apply. And now you wait. Gotta wait for that lash glue to get tacky. Do some fun things in the meantime. Now we're going to take that eyeliner pencil again and run it on our top waterline, and this will just better hide that lash line. I will put up how to apply false lace tutorial for you. It is kind of hard to figure out how to do it on camera, so once I do, I'll do a lash tutorial for you. Now we're taking a small wanded black mascara and just running that at the base of our lashes to blend our real ones with our fake ones. That way we can't tell the difference. So just run it underneath, don't bring it up too high because we don't want clumpy lashes. Now onto lips. Also, just rock out a little more just to be sure that this look is flawless. If you don't rock out in between steps, you may not have this flawless look. I'm serious. So now we're going to take our foundation brush with whatever was left over on it and dust it over our lips. We are going to line them with NYX Natural Lip Pencil. This lip pencil is super affordable. All their products are. It's just a pinky nude. We're not going to do chola lips, nothing too dark, even though I live for cholas, and there will be a tutorial on cholas very soon. We're going to take a matte lipstick. This is MAC Yash. Now you can leave it as is if you like matte lips, but I'm going to go in with a gloss, and I'm going to be using MAC's Myth. And that's the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wish you the best of luck in achieving it, and see you later.